All right, it says we're live. Looks really clear over here. Huh? It looks clear.
What do I need to go up under?
Let's just go to the,
Oh, okay, I see it now.
is it clear?
Farther down.
And remember, you gotta turn it down too.
Yeah. Hold on.
What's going on, dude? We're just doing some playing. I'm out here in Poseidon's enclosure. Tore it down. I got a little bit more to get up, but can you cut that one down?
Yeah. Sorry.
He's stuck in the water bowl right now. I've been sweeping up, and I've been. A lot of y'all guys ask about doing a live, and so hey, we're gonna play with it. I just out here in the sticks, we hadn't had the best live stream going on. Let me see if I can get this thing set up here. It's still going.
Yep.
What can you see?
Paper towels.
But now I figured it'd be a good time to set the camera up and just see how this thing rolls. Mr. Chris, Iron Dog Reptiles, he had asked me about going to do a live stream with him, and it's always been a lot of fun. It's just where we are, our internet service it is awful. It is awful. It's getting better though. I guess we're coming around to the modern age. How's it looking there on your end?
Looks okay. That light is a little bit bright, but I don't think it's gonna hurt anybody.
Well, I'm sorry. This is just a test, guys. I plan on doing more in the actual room, and I don't know, just trying to get back into this YouTube thing. Just trying to get the bug again. You know, I enjoy it. Enjoy interacting with all you guys out there. But like I said, it was time for a total teardown. Plus, I come in today and I had an ant issue.
Not that bad.
Huh?
I said Gianna says it's not that bad, and Trevor says testing 1, 2, 3.
Cool. But I was infested with ants, and so I grabbed my eucalyptus out, sprayed everything down, got my cart. This cart's a lifesaver. Let me pull it up here.
Diane says
Show you.
it's alright so far.
This cart right here, oh man, that thing, you have to excuse my mess out there, it's been a wreck, but that cart right there, golly guys, it made stuff so easy. And I'm not going to be reading, April's going to be just kind of reading it. Like I said, we wasn't really planning on doing this. I was just like, well, to kind of help my misery a little bit while I'm cleaning up out here. Huh?
I said that seemed to clear up a lot. I
Oh,
don't know
it
what the
cleared?
difference. Oh, it's blocking the light the way you've got it set up now, so it's
I got you.
blocking the camera. That's way better.
I do this about once a year. Completely tear everything down, take out all the old mulch.
Trevor wants to know where you got the card from.
I got my FTN. I'm going to lay down a good residual covering over the floor. The cart came from Lowe's. It was a little pricey. It's a Rubbermaid cart with the 2 wheels. I think it was like $159, wasn't it?
Too much for a wheelbarrow, a glorified wheelbarrow.
But it's a big wheelbarrow. It's only taking me, this is 1.5 loads to get all the mulch off of this floor. So,
Handy.
saved my back. I ain't as young as I once was, you know. But it ain't got to be spotless. I just like to get it super clean. Let's set this out here. And then I take my F10. It's just a 5 milliliter solution F10 and just hose it down. Just lay it all down on the floor real good. And then I'm going to come back. I'm just going to leave this and I'm going to throw my mulch right back down on top of it. You know, it's been tried and tested for me. Not to mention, too, the pig blanket. I got to get on it. You can see how discolored it is. He ate a lot of fish this weekend. I had a tournament Saturday, and I come home with quite a few smaller bass, and he destroyed them. And then me and Cameron went squirrel hunting, too, the day before that, and he had 3 squirrels plus fish. Oh, my God. It was bad, wasn't it? His pig blanket was just covered. The rack up there was just time. God, it was time. I was procrastinating on it. I want to make sure he has a good good, clean place to be. Hope your guys' weekend's going well. Like I said, you know, April's gonna kind of read through the comments, so if you got questions or you want to move my chariot for me, thou wench.
Yes.
You can grab me a bag of mulch.
Oh yeah. So I'm doing all this now. I thought I was just reading comments.
I got you out here. I might as well get you to work. I want to wipe this down real quick. Thank you, baby. Couldn't do it without you. Right. You can drop it. Just throw it over in here. Yeah. Work them arms. Yeah, so you want to own a big monitor lizard, right? Telling you. It's a day in and day out job, ain't it?
Crystal says hello. Good to see you.
Hello, Crystal. Thanks for dropping in on the stream. Like I was telling everybody, we're just kind of playing, seeing how the stream's going to hold up before I embarrass myself on somebody else's live stream. You ain't no good at this crap. Yep, you want a big monitor. Well, it's some work. Work. It's probably pretty boring, guys, and I'm sorry, but you know, it says it's just supposed to be a test. We'll do some funner stuff if this works out good. I don't know. I got some rats thawing. Maybe we can, if I can get done with this in time. What time is it even, Mo?
It is 9:50. Crystal says she misses you making videos.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to it. I was burning myself out, and I don't know, guys. I got honestly just too wrapped up in the YouTube drama world. We come back. What was it the other day? Me and April was watching, and there's still people out there talking about drama that was going on a year ago, and it's crazy to me that I just don't want to get involved with all that. You know, I told you
Diane
guys.
says, where's his piggy blanket?
I just stuck it back up under there. This pig blanket. Everything's nice and modular, so I can pull stuff out. I guess I'll grab the camera. I don't know how this is gonna work, but there it is. This way I can pull it in and out for cleaning. Flip up the ramp. I gotta get some vinegar. But yeah, YouTube, it's always been for fun, and you know, I run my own small business, and that's, with this COVID thing, it has really took a toll on how we operate and stuff.
Crystal wanted to know how I was doing tonight. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
She looks fine. She already getting here.
I did not wait video. Thank you very much.
But yeah, I was getting too caught up in the YouTube politics and really just had to take a break, you know.
Before he comes back, tell Crystal she likes the fuzzies. You'll see more later.
She said that was for you, Crystal. But it got so bad that I just wasn't even having fun, and then dealing with all the dummies, man. You know, in this reptile hobby, there's a bazillion opinions, and it gets stressful to deal with sometimes. And I just really throttled it back. I mean, I appreciate the growth, I do, but I mean, we started this channel. We didn't expect to have as many subs as we got now, and views on some of the videos. It's awesome, you know, but with that becomes a headache with some of the forward thinkers you got to deal with, and then you add that with people in the own hobby like at each other's throats all the time, and it just takes the fun out of it, honestly. But I'm trying to get back in the saddle. You know, I've still been bass fishing, guys, and so between work, I mean, I drive a lot with work. I'm usually home every day, but I drove 78,000 miles last year.
Smoky Bear says, think y'all would be one of the best, more personable live streams. I will leave in a bit, but it's because I'm in the hospital, just had my first baby, not because I'm not enjoying being here.
Very cool. Congratulations on the baby. Very cool. You know, I appreciate you dropping in. Like I said, I told April, I said, I really, like I said earlier, I told Chris that, I'd love to be a part of the stream, and I just mainly was doing this to make sure I didn't look like a complete idiot whenever we finally do get it up and going. And I'm just shooting it from my phone right now, just seeing how that works. So that's why I said I can't really see your comments, but I got my right hand man. Woman. Is that how you're identifying today?
Yeah.
Whew. I shall take another bag of mulch, fair lady.
And you're not gonna call me a winch this time, huh?
Well, I figured if I said it a lot nicer, you'd be more willing to help me.
Yeah.
What you doing, buddy?
Here you go, man.
Here, let me see if I can't. Come here for a minute. Yeah, look how big that sucker is.
Look at that belly.
It's like having another big kid. He eats as much as a kid. I don't know how much it would cost us to feed him, guys. That shit, I can't.
More than the kids do.
I can't stress that enough. These big lizards.
Way cheaper to feed.
They start off so small and cute, and people get them, and man, I mean, I've said it several times. This is like bare minimum. This enclosure. I really wish that I could do something bigger. We've always talked about doing him something outdoor, and I started working on it. And that was before the hurricane.
Crystal says, "Wow, that's a monster."
He's a monster. And
He's huge.
Golly, he eats. I mean, he just eats and eats. Yep. So it ain't gotten all fuzzy and stuff like it normally does?
That's actually done a little bit better.
We got a different router too. We got a beefier router, but we're out here in the sticks, like I said, and
Right where you're at there,
yeah.
you can see when you're like bent down, but you need to be farther back for them to actually see your face.
Is
It
that
chops
good?
your head off. Yeah.
I don't know.
Diane says he is gorgeous there.
He is gorgeous. He's gotten so light colored. It's insane how light yellow he's gotten. I mean, he's not a sulfur or anything, but
Said yes, he is. To my gorgeous. Crystal said that.
he's just a handful, and that's what I was saying. People get these things as this little bitty deal, and man, I really need to sit down and figure out how many pounds of food he actually eats in a week. Like I was saying, if I didn't have the ability, we live up here at the lake, and I can go catch fish anytime. I mean, 80% of his diet is fresh fish. And then you supplement the squirrels and stuff, but that's good too, because I try to stay away from store-bought stuff, chicken, stuff with a lot of hormones. The hormones, the antibiotics, they just wreck an animal system. I mean, wreck it. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Let me grab another bag. Oh. I hope you appreciate all this.
Sorry.
Huh?
I had to check on stuff at the house. Tarantula Channy says, did not know you were live.
Hey, Tarantula Channy, thanks for dropping.
Hey from Canada.
Thanks for dropping in. No, it was just like I was saying. It was kind of just a test stream we were doing. I didn't plan on going live either, but
Diana says, I know fish are great for
yeah, fish are great. But you can't. It's kind of like trying to feed something rabbits all the time. You still have to supplement a little bit of more fattier protein like rodents or the squirrels, which I still think the squirrels are a lot leaner than like a rat.
LKB Python says, what's good?
What's going on, LKB, man? Good to see you, buddy. Dropping in. It's been a minute.
Alex says, hey Trey.
Hello, Alex. I think, I don't know, I might not need another bag.
It's getting pretty heavy in there.
Yeah,
It's probably good.
probably good.
Probably.
You just tell me that because you don't want to take me another bag?
No, it's not heavy.
I'm kidding.
It's a lot better than the big things of cat litter and dog food. They're
Yes.
pretty light.
I'd much rather take my scalies over fuzzies. I don't know. I like that little dog, but
You do. And you like the cats. You're such a liar. You like both.
I do. I do. All right, Poseidon, just a little bit longer, buddy. Ugh. I mean, he left a big one, guys.
Did you call it Cheney?
Shanny?
Okay, Shanny. Okay, that's
Shanny.
what he
It's
said.
Shanny, though.
Is Shanny?
Yep.
He said Channy. Sounds like Shanny.
Yes, right? That was it? I don't know,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I might have said it wrong too.
I'm
not
awful.
sure. It's this southern slang we've got going.
Yeah, that's right. I say a lot of things that people go, what?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that'll work good. Whew.
I got some.
We're all covered again, but now I got to get all this poop off of here. It's awful.
You think he would want any beef?
I don't know, baby. He ate a lot yesterday.
Well, I've got some thawed, like some sirloin.
I got to get up here and scrub this thing down. Set the camera back. We got some floor coverage, though. Sorry to be bumping you guys all around.
That's better because they can see a little bit more that way.
All right, Poseidon. Watch yourself. You're climbing up here. Man, it's a workout.
He said everybody says it the way we say it.
Oh, yeah? She did? Man, it is hot in here. Ugh! I got the fans off, too.
What's the temperature right there?
I don't know, what does it
It
say?
says 78, but it's probably warmer than that by them lights.
It's warm.
He's not getting cold, huh?
No. Nope. Ugh. Hold on, buddy. I'm almost done. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's rough. Rough. Well, what is everybody else doing out there? In YouTube land. Hold on, buddy.
You don't want me to turn this water on?
Turn to what?
You gotta put water in there?
I ain't got it on yet. I'm gonna hose it out one more time with the hose and then I'm gonna turn it on. Man, Poseidon, God almighty, you left a bad one. Jesus. Man. Whew. That's awful. Mate, I'm sure I don't want to go and eat
There.
right after doing this. Get his thingy back right. Took all the rock out of here right now. All the rock and wood, I gotta put all that back, but it's out there soaking. But it ought to be clean enough to eat off of, at least for you anyway, buddy. Yeah, there's some nice squirrel hair left in that one. Did you hear me?
It says setting up ARS racks.
Who is?
A pain in the butt, laugh out loud. Geo.
Oh man, but there's some nice racks, dude. I finally was able, I wasn't able to buy mine new, but I got that one from Tony. I'm so digging that ARS rack system. I don't think, I don't think there's a better rack out there, man. Even the heat panels, the way they went in and stuff, I mean, it's a really well thought out rack. Super modular. I mean, just, you buy that rack and you'll never have to buy another one.
Rachel Channing says, I gotta go, great live.
Appreciate you stopping in. Well, I mean, I hope it's okay. I'm pretty sure it's probably boring. Y'all are just sitting here watching me clean massive lizard poop, so I guess that's an experience, right? Be hard pressed to find another live out there with somebody cleaning lizard poop.
Yeah,
Having a nice cold beer on a Sunday night, cleaning poop. Uh-oh. The beast is coming.
I'm
almost done.
right back up there and poop.
$10. I was about to say it. I was like, I bet you he's gonna come right up here, and he's gonna probably poop right after I cleaned it. Can you see him?
He
We'll
does.
move out of the way.
You'll have to read your own comments. He thinks.
God dog it. I ain't got it.
Says it's part of it.
It is part of it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Huh?
I said, yeah, a huge part of it.
Yeah.
You spend more time cleaning his poop up than probably anything else.
Oh, it's a job. I ain't got his ramp quite right. I see his foot going down in there. Ah, see, I told you.
I figured.
I told you. Oh my God. You see that? God.
He couldn't have done it better if it was on you.
Why, man? Why? You could have went in there. Oh my God.
And I know it's bad too because it's all the fish.
For your view and entertainment. Jesus Christ. There ain't no water in there.
Hey, I can smell it already out here.
Oh my God, man.
That's a bad one. You're gonna be gagging them.
Jesus Christ. And he's gonna probably head dive off into the water bowl with no water. Dadgummit. So you want a big lizard. Can you still see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
God dang it, dude.
Diane says he has to empty that in, Dad, so you can fill the sharp end.
God.
That's true.
It is brutal, man.
And it definitely does. It goes in one end and out the other.
Man, that's
Constant.
fresh. That's fresh fish all day long, buddy.
You need another trash bag?
No problem. I'm just throwing them in the bin right now. Where'd the bin go? Can I pull it back closer?
I would cuddles to have
You better be glad I love you.
lizard poop. Paper towels
telling you.
random across the shop.
Oh, yeah? You better be glad I love you. Yep. Yep. Go that way. Go that way. God.
Now he wants to come check his new mulch out.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's all
telling
nice
him.
and
I ain't got
clean.
his log up here, and you know how clumsy he is.
Let's set him down. He might want on his pig blanket.
He's going. Ugh. That probably grossed some people out, I'm sure. I mean, you couldn't have scripted that one no better, I'm telling you. As soon as he come out of there, he got up there like, ha, I know what you've been doing this whole time, sucker. Didn't you? Huh? I didn't want you gonna come on over here like you ain't done nothing.
Crystal says, just wanted to stop by tonight. Hope to see more of you both.
Thank you, Crystal, for dropping in. We appreciate it for sure, and we're trying to get back at it, at some normalcy. I was missing it. Like I was saying, I was sure missing getting on here and. Oh. Uh-oh. I dropped the phone. Ugh. Sorry. I am sorry, guys. I dropped the phone here. Oh, crap. Oh. Jeez. I dropped it. There we go. Hopefully that'll...
You got it the wrong way, I think.
Huh?
You got it? Okay, that's better.
I guess. Sorry, guys. We'll have a better setup when I do the other live.
Diane says I'm trained to do it.
Can you still see?
I don't know how you pronounce that. Itre? I-T-R-E?
No idea.
Says, how's it going, everybody?
Hello, thanks for dropping in the stream.
I know it says me bag 99. I don't know how you pronounce the part before that, though.
She's trying.
Terrence Tillman says good. It's Diane says it sure will be nice to see more of y'all.
Thanks, Diane.
And Terrence says hi at Treybeck Reptile Junkie.
Hey, Terrence. What's up, buddy? I gotta get the rocks back in here.
Yeah.
Huh? I ain't gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Ugh. So it's clear the whole time, huh?
Sad Dan says, hey, haven't watched this channel in years and just got the notification. I used to upload reptile content as well on my old channel, but I doubt you remember me. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, we remember a lot of you guys, especially,
Especially at the beginning, people that were on at the beginning.
it's been quite a few years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know how many years now. 4 or 5.
You just haven't been consistent enough to
I
say
suck
it's
at
been that many
consistency.
years.
I suck at consistency. I don't know. That's something that's always been tough for me. Is
Andy Witherspoon says your videos got me back into reptiles. I had been out of the hobby for around 10 years. My 2 young boys and I love watching and miss your videos.
appreciate it, Andy. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we're trying to get back on the stick and put content out there and stuff. We were missing it.
He says he's driving but listening.
Driving but listening. Well, ain't much to watch, so that's pretty much, we're just basically doing like a podcast right now, kind of impromptu reptile video.
That was you for Jason.
What's going on, Uber? I need to come and catch some of your streams too and giveaways. Like I was telling everybody, I suck at that. It's nothing personal. I'm trying to get back into the swing.
That's who that was. Sad Dan. My old channel was Reptiblass.
Oh yeah, I remember Reptiblass. Yeah, very cool.
And Terrence Tillman says, "How are you, Trey?"
Doing good, Terrence. Just staying busy and trying to stay safe as we can with all this COVID stuff, and just been fishing. That's pretty much about it.
GL says it's good to see you getting back into YouTube. We need more content from good people like you guys. That was really nice.
Appreciate that, GL. Really do. And you guys, if y'all look up Putrid Sounds Pythons, he has some awesome content. They've got a really nice shop. Just had some Dumerals boas that he produced. I hope that's not poop. Been in the hobby a long time. Good person, real good person. Y'all look him up for sure.
William Mazer says, "Welcome back, Trey."
Thank you, William.
And Sad Dan says, "Yeah, I hope you start uploading consistently again. I love your content."
Yeah, guys, I need to get some input too. I got to do a video. I'm down to, I think, like maybe 4 inhabitants in the pond. I haven't added anything. And I've been torn back and forth of starting an Amazon-style pond in place of the saltwater pond. You can ask April. I went back and forth. I had a guy that, I still got the horn shark and the rays and...
You should do like a, what you call it?
What?
I don't know what you
mangrove?
call it. No, I'm saying you should ask people what they think and let them vote on it. As far
Yeah, I mean,
as,
maybe we should do a poll.
Do
I've
like-
never used one of those
yeah,
polls,
well,
like
I should
Utah
know after
YouTube
the
poll.
election. Yeah, that would be cool.
You know, I've been really torn on that. You know, guys, I've had a saltwater pond now for like 7, 8 years, I guess, and
Geoff says thanks for the shout out, and Diane says, heck yeah, she agrees with Geoff on the uploading.
yeah, appreciate it, guys. No problem, man. I wish I could do more. But yeah, I've been really torn on that because I've had the saltwater stuff for so long. I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But there's other things that I'd like to have. You know, we've sold off a couple things just to make room for other projects, and you know, as you do stuff for a long time, your tastes change. And I said, you know, reiterate not that I don't love the salt pond, but man, guys, I've been back and forth. I used to have giant Oscars when me and April back were dating like 17 years ago. You could, in my bedroom, right down my whole bed, I had a 100-gallon tank with 2 of the most gorgeous Oscars. My one Oscar lived to be about 15. Red-tailed catfish, that was another one that I had. Shovel-nosed catfish. You know, those things really interest me too. But
Brad Clark says howdy from Wyoming.
what's going on, Brian Clark?
Laugh out loud, I have kilos, and boy do they rate 2 days after they eat.
Yeah. Oh, you just coming in, you missed it. I called it. We should have placed a bet. Which I did bet you. You owe me money. Or wait a minute, no, I owe you money. Oh, that's not good. Never mind, forget that.
I said it first, yeah.
I just got it all cleaned up nice and pretty, and he just walks up the ramp, and God, just literally.
Terrence says he's in his snake room right now.
I had no better place to be, Terrence, than the snake room. That's you know, one reason I do these critters.
And William wants to know if you are going to the Charlotte show this month.
I don't know. Columbia was the day, man, and but what I was saying before that, like my reptile room, keeping the critters is kind of my release from the world. I sucked at gardening and was good with critters, and you know, that's kind of my way when I get home from work. That's my way of cutting it off and stuff. But we were going to go to the Columbia show. It was this weekend. I heard it wasn't a really great show, but we always enjoy getting to go to it. And it just really depends on how my schedule turns out. I'd like to make the Charlotte show. We went to the last Columbia show. It was all right. It was good to get out, especially, you know, in all this COVID mess. I'm really strictly been locked down because of my job. I deal with disabled people in wheelchairs. And so I have to be a good steward not to bring, you know, even though the COVID might not affect me, I could generally, you know, bring it to somebody else and really mess them up with compromised respiratory system. So we hadn't been going out to eat. I mean, really been doing much of nothing. I have no excuses as why I shouldn't have been making more videos. There ain't no water in there. Don't nosedive. He usually goes right off this edge right here and just plops right in, but he's smart enough to realize that he's going to take a hard hit. I don't know what you guys are saying. April went away for a minute. I'm just taking a break. I've done enough today. Back to the grind tomorrow. Please don't get back up there and drop another one. That would be just...
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Did you answer about the Charlotte show?
Yes, I did answer about the Charlotte show.
Okay. And Sad Dan says a predator pond with like an arowana and a tiger shovel-nosed cat, etc. would be awesome.
Yeah, right. That's kind of along the lines. You know, I've always wanted to set something up like that, with even with a bunch of smaller fishes and stuff in there. I mean, if they get eat, they get eat. But
Venom Wonderful says, "Sup, Trey and April."
what's up, Venom?
Hashtag Georgia in the house.
How was the Columbia show, man? I know you went. Which I gotta go check out that video. I seen you uploaded a video, something to do with a pygmy and a coral snake. I'm guessing they had to feed the coral snake. That's Mother Nature. I hadn't had a chance to watch it, but I kind of figured you went to the Columbia show. We started to run up Sunday, which is today. I fished yesterday and could not make myself. I couldn't make myself get out of the bed. I think I laid in the bed to what 11 something today, 11:30. It felt nice. It really did.
He says Columbia show was a bust.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
My buddy Nate called me, said they had another cottonhead, about a yearling that Joloff had venom, and asked me if I was wanting it. But you know, I already got the one. There's no water, dude. Go on back up there.
You want me to bring you the hose or anything?
Yeah, I need to hose this out.
Here, let me grab the hose.
Hey, there's no end on it.
Oh. So what do you want me to do about it?
Just bring it to me and then turn it on if you want.
That's what I said. I'll bring it to
Which
you.
I don't know, you can wait. I'm only going to do this for a little bit longer. I'm sure
I
they're
got you.
probably bored sitting there watching me sit here.
Terrence says I'll be back.
Um,
What are y'all in deep thought about over here?
just watching him, just figuring out what he's about to do.
He's mad. He's like,
Everything's different.
yeah. He's definitely not a creature of change. He doesn't like it.
Oh, when we first moved him in here, I was worried about him.
It took forever.
Man, because you know he's been in that other enclosure all these years, and when me and April we got this one finished up and moved him in here, he was not himself for what, maybe 2 weeks or so. He was
That was
just
a while.
barely eat anything. I was really worried about him. I was like, man, we're gonna have to put him back in a smaller enclosure, you know. But after that, he come right around. He's taking a couple tumbles, especially when this thing's empty. He'll scare the crap out of me, but I guess he's tough like a gator. You checking it out? Thanks for not going up there and dropping another turd for me. I appreciate that. Yeah? But it has been nice having him in here, though, because I can come in and sit and chill with him. He's going to probably tumble right here. He's not the most graceful thing, though. Kind of like an elephant in a glass factory.
Terrence says, bye guys, I have to take a shower and go to bed. I have school in the morning.
Have a good day at school, Terrence. Thanks for dropping in, man.
Spa/see ya. Okay, talking to them. Sabian. Okay. Never mind, they're talking to each other for right now.
I got you.
Diane says, yeah, change affects them, but I think we all enjoy the time chilling with y'all.
Hey, I appreciate that. You know, said we were just, I was out here and
Speaking of, I'll be right back.
so I
gotta
needed
put a
to
list
kind of
of
play
it.
with this live stream stuff some more.
So if they comment, tell them to give me just a second. I'm gonna get her into bed.
What are you doing? What? I don't think it actually shows perspective as how big he actually is. I mean, I'm touching 6 foot. Get up there and say, hey, you want to lick the camera? You got something stuck to your face. Super intelligent though, guys. Between him and the Tegu, I think the Tegu's got him on intelligence. So personally, I guess next would probably be. I hear people talk about how intelligent a retic is. I mean, they're cool. I could never see myself owning one. I've actually had a couple people message me about getting a retic, and I had somebody who was going to give me one, and I just, I don't want to have to be dealing with feeding something rabbits and then pigs, you know. I think it's going to be the furthest down this road I go. Poseidon, he's a pretty old boy. It kind of bothers me. I know he's slowing down some, and we've had him. Poseidon was, don't knock it down. I got to finish bracing it. Poseidon was already 5 or 6 years old when we got him. The guy that had him before us he could not afford to feed him anymore. And we've had him now going on 5 years. So Poseidon's 12 or 13. I hope he makes it to the ripe old 20. That'd be sweet, but I don't know if I would get another hatchling. I like crocodile monitors too. That might be something that would be cool. But I honestly don't know though if I would go back down this road or not. It's I love him. I just can't stress how much work it is for a big lizard. I can see where a big snake would be a lot easier to care.
Sad Dan says 5 years. Wow, I remember when you got him. It's been a while.
It's been a while. And I could pick him up. There's a video still at the Repticon when I got him.
You say you wouldn't go down this route again.
I love him, but it's just so much work.
I seriously doubt that. I can't imagine you not having him. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
It's just about every day is something, or every other day. You're draining the water bowl, cleaning. The biggest thing with these monitors is clean water.
But yeah, I mean, the Tegu, he's cool too, and you don't have to have quite the water capacity and things like that. So that would be a smaller scale for somebody that's looking for a larger lizard, but you're not going to get, well, I can't say that either. Because the Tegus really come around as far as personality also. So
yeah, but he's moody. Like if you
way
watch that
more
last
moody.
video,
Poseidon's
he's moody.
the same way all the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Poseidon doesn't really care. He can tell right away if he's kind of like the Cribos.
Yeah.
He can tell if I got food. That still don't mean that if I put my hands in his face, he ain't gonna open his mouth like I'm gonna give him something. But that's my fault because he's so used to me bumping his nose and eating, feeding him fish and stuff. So a lot of that's my fault. But he's way more chill than like our mangrove. The mangrove monitor is getting a little bigger, not much. I got him from a pet store. He looked awful when we got that lizard, and he's great. He's about triple his size that he was, isn't he?
yeah.
But he should be a lot bigger by now. Eats like a man, just like he's going out of style. God eats, and but he just hadn't really grown much. And I don't know if that's he was an import. There's no telling what kind of life that
He's
thing
getting a little
had.
bit better too about not being personable as much as knowing his place and where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. He come out and eat the other day. I so wish I'd had it on film. The mangrove come out. He eat the other day and went right back in his enclosure, which was a stellar because normally I got to chase him down.
Splash says I love mangrove monitors.
Yeah, mangroves are awesome.
I tell you though, if you're not
The
worried about
Similus,
the
though.
size, I was gonna say he is my favorite. I think out of everybody, even
Yeah.
though he doesn't like stay out all the time and he's not huge, he's something that you can have in a smaller, way smaller scale and just super entertaining to watch.
You don't have to have the heat like you do Ackies or. He's a Similus monitor, spotted tree monitor.
Which he was actually an accident. We
he
got
was.
him
We
for my
ordered him for a
birthday.
mangrove.
In place of the mangrove, they sent me the Similus
Yeah.
because they were out.
And that was several years ago. But we still have 2 Timbers.
But the Timbers are not nearly as social as that Similus.
The Timor monitors are spastic as they've always been. They've never calmed down. Anytime I open the doors, they're nuts, spastic. They're cool to look at for a dwarf monitor or a smaller monitor, but as far as I had them in a big enclosure and they would jump and smash into the glass and it really freaked me out.
Splash says medium-sized monitors, not too big either.
Yeah, and mangrove same way. It gets a little bit larger on that side, but
Not as large
the Similus, their range overlaps the Timors, which they come from the island Similus, which right there at Timor, but their range does overlap. Both of those monitors, if you type in spotted tree monitor, you'll probably come up with photos of Timor and the Similus monitor. But the Similus is about a half size bigger than the adult Timor.
Well, and the bite's not as bad either. I've found
Oh
that
yeah,
out.
you got tagged.
It's pretty good, but it's
Yeah.
not as bad as getting bit by like the Tegu or
And
something.
her eyes watered up that day. I felt bad for her because she'd been working with that Similus, taming him down, and he just hauled off and bit her. And she hasn't trusted him since, which that can change our whole
I
perception.
still love him though. I wouldn't trade him
He
for
does.
anything. I would not try to handle him anymore after that because I feel like he's not one that really wants to be handled. That's the difference. If they don't want to be held, I'm not going to hold him. You know, yeah, you can work with him, but he evidently didn't like it. So I put him back, and I learned my lesson. And the mangrove I got bit, but not because I was trying to hold it, because I was trying to keep it from getting to the cats.
Yeah.
But
Owning
calling out
cats,
the cage.
owning cats and reptiles has been a tough endeavor.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we've lost one reptile to the cat, one snake to a cat, my baby leaf-tailed gecko to a cat, which I should have killed it. I really should have killed the cat.
I know you felt like it.
And I called that one. I said it. I was like, I got to do something different with it. And we were gone and come home and the top was smashed in of the Exoterra. I waited 100 and something days and had it for about a month with a cat. I almost killed the cat.
Yeah.
I think that's the most heartbroken I've ever been.
I don't know, I can think of a few times.
Yeah,
Over the years.
and, you know, some other stuff I hadn't really talked about out there, like we built the reptile room, and that was another thing. I took a break from YouTube because it really hurt my soul, really. I built the reptile room, and the roof started leaking, and there's a breaker right there. The water run in. Yes, I was so mad I tore the styrofoam panels down.
I remember that.
It was cold that night. It rained. I got up that morning like I normally do, and there was no power. There was no power out here. Poseidon's enclosure's on a different circuit, but the tegu, the savannah, the iguana, and the reptile room was down, was shut down.
Says he remembers the iguana in the living room.
And we
busted through the plexiglass.
Yeah, she busted through. The cat busted through the plexiglass on the iguana in the living room. But when the power went out, I got up that morning, the power was out. I ended up losing my iguana, my savannah. And I blame myself. I mean, it was nothing I could have done. But it did. You know, to this day, I'm always overcautious. But you never know, guys. You can do everything right in your power, and something, just a freak accident comes along, and I mean, it really took the wind out of my sails for a while. I mean, it really did. I mean, but it's, you know, it happens. I mean, that's part of it. I get that. I do. But it doesn't make it hurt any less. Thinking about it now, I was like, God, because we raised green bean from like this little bitty iguana.
Horrendous though, because she was so docile. Me and Alyssa held her all the time.
And I don't know if we'll ever do iguanas
And they
again.
were bonded. No, I don't think so, because for those two, it was a pair. Like, we raised them together. People were like, you know, surprised that we had them together, but man, they were such a bonded pair. They loved each other. And losing one, watching him, it was just so sad. And then after the second one, I don't think that's something that I will own again.
No, I think I'm done with iguanas. Chameleons, that's another one. I had a veiled chameleon.
Says he's back for 4 minutes.
I had a veiled chameleon that got egg bound, and that kind of turned me off from chameleon. They got a short lifespan too.
Yeah, that's what sucks. You put all that time into them, and then they die in that short period of time.
Yeah, you know.
Spa Splash says all of us animal lovers have gone through horrible stuff like that. Definitely the worst part. That is so true.
It is.
And he says, or I'm not. Spa Splash. I will never do chameleons again either. Don't blame me there.
Yeah, chameleons. To me, you know, I've got a list at this point in time. Been doing this for so long. I stay away from chameleons. I stay away from
about the leaf tails, the giant leaf tails.
Savannah monitors. I stay away from with giant leaf tails. It's another one. They've got a short lifespan. Most of those are wild. If you can find some captive leaf tails, most leaf tails you get are going to be wild caught. The pair I had came from a breeder, and I was well aware of that they came from a breeder. We had them for...
Well, that was the second, because we replaced one of them.
Yep,
But
that's right. Because
the first one was wild caught.
I got a pair of leaf tails from Atlanta Repticon from a breeder. My buddy Jonathan picked them up. The female did not make it. Initially, she lasted a week, and we dropped the female. So we ordered a female, and we had them two for maybe 4 years. But they were both adults. The female was the import. And then I had the egg. I had 2 eggs. Only 1 egg was good. And I was so excited about it. And I put it in a little Exoterra. The cat jumped into the Exoterra. You know, and that was April. April was actually going to surprise me with another pair. And I just told her, I was like, you know, I've got a tailed iguana now in place where I have my giant leaf tails. That's just another one, guys, that I don't.
They're so expensive and they live
I
such a short time.
You know, they're cool. They're so cool, but there's so few of them still in the wild at this point that, oh man, Madagascar's been getting hammered. You know, I just, that's a tough. If they're not from some captive produce, you know, I hate to even support these guys at the Repticons. That you'll know, you can tell their tails are all. We see them every Repticon.
Yeah, that's true.
Their tails, which not here recently, but. Their tails be all flattened and wrinkled to where they've been on a boat for God knows how long. They're all dehydrated. Savannas are the same way. Most of them are wild caught. You know, they're imported. If you can find captive ones, you know. What else is another one? They said the iguanas. I mean, that's
almost all the monitors. Like the
monitors.
green tree monitors, blue tree monitors, stuff like that, you very rarely see. And I'm not saying you don't.
Yeah, it's not captive.
That are in any kind of good shape at a Repticon. When
I've
you
never-
see one
I've
that's
never
in
seen
good
one.
shape, you're like, okay, this is nice. You can tell. And
We've probably seen one good green at a Repticon.
I think Jonathan had a really pretty
He
green
did.
one time.
He did, but it
that
was
we almost considered really
$800
hard.
or $1,000.
I think it was 900. Yeah, but not often do you see a really good looking blue or green tree.
No.
Some of your other monitors, like I've seen a couple of really pretty peach throats and things like that, the roughnecks but usually those blues and greens, man, they look awful.
Yeah,
you know.
Rode hard and put up wet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I shy away from at this point. You know, just because of that fact. You know, I'm not on like.
Says, gotta run. Thanks for the poop entertainment. Laugh out loud.
Thanks for dropping in. And I'm not trying to bash on import stuff. I'm not even trying to go down that road. I'm not the political type. You do what makes you happy in this hobby. Importing is bad at the extent that it is at. I'm kind of glad to see some laws, some common sense laws coming into play. We talked about that in another video that, and I guess is what I like about these streams. They kind of make you think and you just start going down these rabbit holes. But
yeah.
The common sense laws that are coming into play now are just because the hobby has grown so much. I mean,
over harvesting is a problem.
over harvesting is huge. I mean, even with stuff that people don't think about, like tokay geckos and golden geckos, and man, them things come in from Vietnam. Them golden geckos, I've seen the crates. It'll be like a screen crate, like a frame with screen, and that thing will be full of them geckos. I mean, I know they're very prolific in the area they come from, but it's still over years and years and years. It's got to take a toll, especially when you put in stuff like deforestation and things in there. Some of these animals have such a small range as it is that that's the ones that are going out first. You know, some of your tarantulas, you know, your Goody Sapphires, your Metallicas, and.
Sadian says he would love a peach throat monitor.
Yeah, peach throat would be cool.
Yeah,
We almost got a peach throat one time before we got the.
I have anyway several times
Yeah.
because they are some pretty babies.
Those like the blue tail, they kind of look similar. I've seen some blue tails. Them things are mean.
Says finding a good blue tree monitor at an expo in the USA is rare, at least from my perspective.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna find a good.
For sure.
Usually, if you see something like that, a blue tree
And they go fast usually when they do.
If it's healthy, it's going fast. But most of them we've saw is probably something a breeder had in a personal collection or a keeper had, and things were going south, and you can just tell. I mean, the monitors get a hollow look about them. I took a chance with a black throat one time that looked rough. Remember? I thought I could save it, but once they get over that hump, man, it's hard to save a reptile. God, is it? I don't care what you do. You know, it's hard, especially if it's an import. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there's good importers. Like I said, back to that, I'm not trying to bash any importers out there. There's some good importers.
Well, and that's the thing. You have to have some that are import to get captive breeders.
I get
and,
that.
You know, we want
Everything we
captive
got
bred.
was brought in illegally at some point.
Right. So
You
it's
know,
not bad. It's
Tom
just
Crutchfield, you know, that man, he's loved, you know, and I have nothing but respect for Tom Crutchfield, but he was an outlaw of the reptile game, guys. You know, he was one of them guys that are now the bad guys that were just illegally bringing stuff in, but if it wasn't for people like him,
Oh, but in his defense, at that point in time,
it was different. It was different.
It wasn't so heavily
regulated.
You know,
yeah.
well, just people weren't snatching them up by the dozens. You know, now it's just getting to where it's too much because people are seeing a profit and.
So yeah, I mean, I love them. I love them for that. You know, I do. Them guys wasn't the pioneers that brought this stuff in for us. You know, where would the hobby be? There's a lot of stuff that wouldn't be in this hobby if it wasn't for guys like them. You know, it really isn't. I mean, everybody in that industry pretty much, I'm sure, has had some illicit dealings. We've seen it several times. There's been several guys at Repticon that's popped up on the jail reports and stuff. That one big-haired dude, the big-haired Afro guy that used to be there, God, what was his name? What do we call? We called him Jersey Shore. That dude, he had like this freaking crazy hair, man. That dude, he was like a punk, man. And we saw him in one of the things, you know.
Alright, we're not ugly on this.
I'm not ugly, but I'm just saying,
no
it
names,
was just.
No more comments about that.
It was just awful, you know. But he was a prick. It was pretty good to see him in the jail report.
You're horrible.
I know, nothing but love.
Sad Dan says, well, I'm gonna go. Hope you have a great stream and rest of your night. Hope to see a new video sometime in the near future.
Appreciate it, Dan, man. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm fixing to get off here too. It's been fun.
Says, can you do a feeding your animal feeding video?
Yeah, I need to.
Please.
I'm pretty sucky about doing that kind of thing, but yeah, I need to go through and just do a feed on everybody, maybe film it. I don't know. I always think about this stuff after I do it. Or,
yeah, it's not like you don't do a feeding almost every single day of something.
Of something. We got a rat colony going though finally, or
Rats
a mice
and
colony.
mice, yeah.
But it's been a slow process.
They're not really going. I've gotten 2 litters, but I only had like 5 to start with. It's hard pressed to find live rats and mice. And
yeah,
that's one reason that I'm starting this, so that we can actually have what we need on hand. So
yeah, with the babies, I've got some babies that will not eat frozen thawed, so we have to have, you know, pinks and such to feed them, live pinks, fuzzies. How long has this thing been going?
57 minutes.
Dang, almost an hour. Jeez. Well, I can't really.
Have a good night, Sad Dan.
Yeah, have a good night, Sad Dan. Well, guys, I can't really think of anything else to talk about. This was kind of an impromptu stream, just testing it out. We wanted to see how it was going to work. I'm going to try to do more of this kind of stuff in the future. We've even talked about, you know, putting a camera up on maybe a different enclosure and letting it run, just, you know, something different. I don't know. Got a lot of stuff coming. We're trying to get back on the horse, doing these videos and just interacting with you guys. We miss it a good bit. Yeah, door's still open. Well, I'm going to get off and do something else more productive. It's clean enough in here for the night for government work. What you think?
Yep, Diane says, appreciate it, had fun, look forward to seeing y'all back at it.
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate it, Diane. Well, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Thanks for dropping in and checking out this impromptu stream. And
Take care.
Stay safe. Have a good week, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to see if I can't cut this thing off. Thanks to everybody that dropped in and said hello for sure, though. A lot cleaner. I got to fill the water bowl. All right, guys. Carry on. Carry on. Thanks again.